So the 2020 Sailfish Smackdown here in Pompano Beach was truly an amazing event, record-breaking event really, considering that these anglers only had one day to fish because this tournament is normally 2 days. The weather just wouldn't let that happen. You know, in the morning when this event started, the anglers were getting ready, and you could see in their faces because the wind was still blowing, 15, maybe 20 miles an hour. It definitely went down from what, day one was 35 miles an hour. It was insane. So on day two, at least it was doable for us to get offshore and try to get these sailfish. I mean, these anglers were just true warriors. You could see in their faces as they're staring out, seeing these rollers come in that, they're ready. They're ready to rock. They're ready to get some fish today. We're going to catch some fish today. That determination from start to finish was just insane. And everyone was just focused, laser focused on catching sailfish on this day. You could see it, it was in the air. The fishing reports were coming in phenomenal for boats that were able to get out and catch these fish. So we knew it was probably going to be a pretty good day. I know there was maybe one or two guys that maybe flipped in the surf, but they ended up righting the ship and getting back out there, which is great. Rob Rodriguez has truly been unbelievable. This angler, just to give you a little backup on him, he's been fishing our tournament series since the beginning. And, what Rob did in this tournament is unbelievable. Rob Rodriguez caught 4 sailfish to win this tournament, and that is just phenomenal. He broke an extreme record, catching the 4 sailfish, doing it in 1 day, which is great. So, kudos to Rob. He's worked his tail off over the years to get to this moment, this defining moment for the Sailfish Smackdown. It's remarkable. We had Bree, a female kayak angler, catch a sailfish and get on the board in this event, and it was phenomenal. Seeing her, fighting this monster sailfish, and we had a guy like Shaun Roles who won the series last year. He got 4th place, and that was great. It was awesome. He's sponsored by Nautical Ventures, and he's really become, I feel, through the past couple years that I've seen him, just a remarkable offshore kayak fisherman, with the catches he's had and the events that he's placed and won. Just awesome. We had one angler, Mark Peterson, who we were throwing him a burrito, and we ended up seeing like this black shadow take his bait, and it ended up being a sailfish. And I'm yelling, "Sailfish, sailfish," and I'm live streaming this on Facebook, which is funny. And he kind of freaked out and ended up, as he's hooked up to the sailfish, flipping head first into the water. And he's still holding on to his rod. He's still fighting this fish. He ends up getting back on his kayak, and unfortunately the fish came unglued. But stuff like that, the stories that we'll have forever from this tournament, is just awesome. And the characters that fish this event. To me, the Sailfish Smackdown is one of these tournaments where there is nothing better than offshore kayak anglers catching billfish from a kayak. There's just a classy element to it. It's just amazing. It's to see it in person, I would say, is a lot different than perhaps maybe you guys watching this on YouTube. But if you're there and you see how this is done, it's truly remarkable. We had another angler, Steve Klein, who got 2nd place, and he ended up having a double header of sailfish on his kayak. And he calmly, I remember just putting his other rod in the rod holder and calmly landing his that first sail, and then fighting the other sailfish to the kayak and landing that one, which got him second place. It was phenomenal. It was truly awesome. And that shows an awesome angler as well. It shows you patience and calmness, and in a tournament setting, that's really important. So it was great to see that. You know, I will say the help boats, the SA company help boats, have been phenomenal from start to finish. The captains, the communication, finding all these kayak anglers to document these sailfish have been pretty awesome. And it was go all day. I mean, literally from 8 a.m. until I would say around noon, maybe 12:31, we were documenting sailfish non-stop. And in the end, these anglers landed 22 sailfish, which is an extreme record, the most ever for the Sailfish Smackdown. 17 were lost, and you know, it was just crazy. I mean, non-stop craziness all day. You know, I said in the Sailfish Smackdown 2019 video that we did last year that the Sailfish Smackdown is the future of kayak fishing. And after seeing the event that we just had, catching 22 sailfish, breaking all these records, having Rob Rodriguez, you know, break another record with 4 landed sailfish, I would say the future is now.